this week's Teen Grab and Go, we're making origami. And for this video, I'm going to show you how to make an origami photo frame. So let's first go over our supplies. You're going to need 4 sheets of origami paper, any color that you want. They measure 6 inches by 6 inches. They look like a square. If you don't have origami paper, you can use any colored cardstock. And if that's the case, you'll need a ruler to measure out 6 inches and scissors to cut it down to size. You're also going to need some glue. This is tacky glue, but you can also use school glue, and that's going to be at the end when we secure all the corners of the photo frame. And of course, you'll need a picture to go in your photo frame. So let's go ahead and get started with the folds. I'm going to move all these supplies out of the way and only hold one piece of paper to get started. And I will run you step by step through the process. So step 1 is we're going to turn it to where the corners are facing up and down. And we're going to take this bottom corner and match it up with the top corner as close as we can. Slide your finger down and then move across both sides to create a crease. And you want to smooth these creases out as best you can. So now we have a triangle. Now we're going to open the triangle back up and flip it over. We're going to take the bottom corner and fold it up and make this piece of the paper line up with the first crease we've made as close as you can. So make that crease. Okay, got that smoothed out. Now we're going to take this right corner and fold it inward to create a new triangle. And you want this point to line up with this original crease as best you can. Smooth it down and out to make a crease. Again, try to make that real smooth. Then we're going to pull the triangle back out and flip it over, flip the paper back over, and then push the triangle back in again. Line up with the crease and smooth out. And we're doing this because this crease is the most important, and we want to make sure that it's smooth on both sides so that it's movable. So now we're going to leave it folded in and we're going to flip it over. So just to assess where you are right now to make sure you've done everything correctly, we're going to take a look at our paper and how it should be looking. On the right, we should have a nice smooth edge, flat, straight. We should have a point facing up, a point facing left, and a point facing down with a little fold on the bottom. Now we're going to take this bottom flap and fold it over to upwards. And you want to make sure this corner lines up with this little bitty corner here on the top right as much as you can. So once it's lined up, smooth it down, fold the crease. You can even do it like that here too. So now we have something that kind of looks like almost like we're working on an airplane, paper airplane. Now with this fold, we've created a little pocket, and the ultimate goal is to get this last point to be folded into the pocket. So we're going to make a final fold, and we're going to try to get this piece of paper folded over this crease as best we can. So you'll kind of want to have to force the paper to fold, especially on the end here, and make that crease, that final crease. And the way I check myself is at the bottom, this little flap should be, the line should be parallel with the bottom piece of the paper. It shouldn't be like kind of up or down. It should be parallel with it. Then finally, we take the little corner and we fold it into the pocket. So now we have our first corner of the origami photo frame. Now all you have to do is repeat steps 1 through 8 with each separate piece of paper so that you can create 4 corners that we're going to glue together to make the frame. Okay, so now that you've completed steps 1 through 8 3 more times, now we have 4 corners that are ready to go to make our photo frame. So the first thing you're going to do is grab this first piece and flip it over from bottom to top. Then you're going to take the second piece and fold it over from bottom to top, but turn it to where this sharp corner is facing the left towards this pocket. Then you're going to dab a small amount of glue onto the corner, not too much, and you'll take your finger and smooth it onto both sides. Then you're going to take this little flap and kind of fold it open a little bit and just put the tip of it inside so that the top of this frame is as straight as it can be. Then you're going to take this spot here and kind of hold down onto it for a few seconds just to secure that bond. Okay. Then we're going to grab the third piece, flip it from bottom to top, turn this sideways, and place this new sharp edge into this pocket. So again, apply more glue. Open the pocket, place the tip inside. And I'm not going to secure this one as much because I want to put that fourth piece in before we push and secure the bonds. So last one, flip over. So now I'm going to put glue on this tip as well as this tip. This is where we got to make it all come together and make it fit. So let me spread this glue onto both sides real quick. And make sure to kind of pick this piece up without it getting glue on the other one. It's the tricky part. Okay, and I'm going to spread the glue on both sides of this tip. And fold it into this last corner. And now we need to do all the straightening. So just try to get the frame as straight as possible. It is going to start drying. And that looks pretty good. So now we squeeze down on all these points for a few seconds. And don't worry about any glue that's sticking out. It'll dry clear. You can kind of try to wipe off any excess if you want. And then bring a little towel to wipe your fingers. But now it's done. We have a origami photo frame made out of paper. It's ready to go, ready for your picture. The smaller one that I made actually fit my picture better, but this one makes a bigger picture, so you can print out a bigger picture to put in it. But you can do it like that. You can do it like this, to where it's kind of sideways, and you can put a magnet or anything you want on the back of it and stick it on the fridge or whatever you'd like to do with the photo frame. But that's it. That is this week's Teen Grab and Go Origami Photo Frame.